Hi everybody, Mischa here with Word of the Day, and there it is, temerity. What does this noun, temerity, mean? It's a kind of a reckless foolhardiness in the face of danger or punishment. And it's a little more formal than the word, well, for example, you have the nerve to ask me for money and you didn't pay me back. A little more formal, you have the temerity to ask me for money when you didn't pay me back. That is the way you always hear it used. The temerity to be too famous for, your friend's comfort. The temerity to do something. Now, where does it come from? It comes from Latin, temer, recklessly. But the real story is how it comes into English. So, here's the story. It's the first half of the 1300s. And enter Ranulph of Higden, the monk, the Benedictine monk, the chronicler who writes the best-selling world history of the Middle Ages. He called it Polychronicon, and it was huge. Everybody copied this book. And of course, think about this period. It's the Middle English period. So in the first half, everybody's writing this stuff in Latin. So, end of the 1300s, enter John Trevisa, one of the most amazing translators of any period. He even helped to translate the first Bible into English. And he translates the Polychronicon into English and brings us the word temerity. So let's use it. How about this in the first sentence? Years ago, there was an activist named the Naked Guy up in Berkeley, and he had the temerity to go everywhere completely unclad because he didn't think we should have to wear clothes. And how about this second sentence for Women's History Month? In 1967, Catherine Switzer managed to get registered in the Boston Marathon and had the temerity as a woman to try to run that marathon where she was not allowed. One of the race officials actually tried to tackle her. It was in the news from coast to coast. She did a very good time. It took another 5 years before women were allowed to run the marathon. But Catherine Switzer and that official that tackled her ended up being lifelong friends, which I think is very cool. And finally, my own personal temerity. When I first started teaching, I did a little bit of 7th grade, and one of my favorite students was an aficionado of the spitball. Unfortunately, one day he spit one and it hit me. And so, because he had the temerity to shoot that spitball at me, he had to make 100 spitballs before he left for home that day. He never made another spitball. Actually, he had friends helping him. I could tell by the shapes of the spitballs. Listen, use the word temerity in the comments for me. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you Monday.